What we have for you this afternoon on QVC is the U.S. launch of the Cinetic technology, and it is exclusive to QVC. The only place that it is available right now is right here with us. So we just talked about the upright version of this newest technology, but we also have this vacuum in the canister version. So let me quickly show you, because it's interesting. People usually are in one camp or another, and we're going to talk a little bit about who prefers which one. Whatever choice you're making, you really are getting Dyson performance and premium performance and 6 easy payments. So we have the Dyson Cinetic Big Ball Animal Canister vacuum, and this will come with attachments as well. And so the attachments that are included, you're getting the stair tool, you're getting the combo brush, you're getting that tangle-free turbine. If you have pets, yes, you're shopping for the animal. This is an animal. You're getting the flexi crevice tool, you're getting the multi-angle tool, and you're also getting the muscle head tool. And we're going to talk about that coming up in just a bit for you as well. 6 easy payments, and I can't stress this enough, because this is why people shop with QVC, because we have an opportunity for you to budget your purchase. And so as you're starting the new year, you put away all the things for the holidays, and maybe you're realizing, oh yeah, my vacuum really didn't do the trick. The pine needles are still there. It's time for a new one. Here's what we've done. When you take a look at what we're going to put on the screen in terms of the value, this vacuum, the canister version on its own, is $549.99 manufacturer's suggested retail price. You add in all of the attachments that we're including, and you'd be looking at $682.98. Our price at QVC is $549.96, and you get to pay for it in 6 monthly installments. And remember, shipping and handling, by the way, the shipping and handling for this would be $20.72. You don't worry about that either. Shipping and handling is free. So let's kind of go back to the beginning and talk about what the new Cinetic science is in terms of our Dyson vacuum in the canister version.
Well, yeah, we have to start over, kind of, right? Because it's kind of like we've heard of patented root cyclone technology, radio root cyclone technology from Dyson, but this is the first time you're hearing of Dyson Cinetic technology. So what does that mean? To understand what that means is you have to understand the problem. So the problem with a typical vacuum, whether it's bagged or has filters, is that you have to replace the bag, replace the filter, or clean the filter to maintain the suction power. So at Dyson we thought, well, if we know the filter is the problem or the bag is the problem, we need to remove it completely. That's the only way that we can maintain that suction power and maintain the performance. So Dyson's Cinetic technology is just that. We've removed the filter completely. We've added kinetic tips on the end of the cyclones, which will show you exactly what that means, to give you a vacuum that's going to be able to pick up the dust without clogging the machine or clogging any filter, because there's no filter in there to clog, which makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
And the tests were done for this.
Oh my gosh. Well, we did a lot of extensive testing. One of them in particular is that we've actually tested the Cinetic technology against 150 other competitors, because we wanted to kind of test this theory out. Did this really work?
Sure.
And we found that after consecutively filling the bin hundreds of times, the Dyson Cinetic was the only vacuum that did not lose suction power. And that's an incredible thing to say. So we're talking about a vacuum that you have to do nothing with, that you get the performance that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want that? Thank you very much.
Yes.
All right, so let's talk about that performance. And
Let's
tell me
do it here.
what you've done here. What's the mess we see in front of
We've got
us?
so much going on here. So we've got pet hair. If you've got pets, we have dust to simulate pet dander as well.
Okay.
And here's the thing with the canister. You notice the whole machine sits on the floor.
Yeah.
So in your hand, it's just a couple pounds. And I think that is one of the biggest benefits with a canister, is that if you're someone who just is concerned about weight, or you just want something that's lighter in your hand, you want something that's very versatile, the canister really is a phenomenal choice. Because you get all the power that you want out of that typical upright vacuum, just kind of minusing all of the weight.
Yeah, that's great.
And I know that you're a canister lover.
I am, and you know what I found is, because I have probably more hard floor surfaces in my house than I have carpet. I want to be able to tackle both really easily, and so for me the canister is perfect. Also, bit of a neat freak. I love to be able to get into those places that, you know, are just, you know, sometimes people wouldn't even think of, but I want to get there too.
Now,
so, yeah, that's great.
Now I'm going to stop this for a moment because there's something else that's special here. So let me bring this over. So I'm going to show you, let's kind of take a deep dive in here to this cleaner head.
Okay.
Because this is brand new technology in the cleaner head as well. So on your bare floors, you do not turn the brush bar off. You actually keep it on because this will actually dust as well as vacuum your bare floors. So on this bare floor surface where we have coffee grounds and sand, I'm going to leave the brush bar on. You would think, oh, but wait, isn't that going to kick it out?
Right.
Because that would make sense.
Right.
But no, the new technology in the brush bar means that I go right over sand and coffee grounds.
Wow.
The vacuum cleaner, the brush bar is on. But those specialized bristles allow me to pick up the dirt.
Right up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without kicking anything or leaving anything behind.
I mean, that is, wow, that's great. And it's not spitting it out. It's not kicking it up. It's vacuuming it up completely.
Yeah. With nothing left behind.
Look at that.
Incredible machine here.
All clean. Wow,
Yes, isn't
that's
that great that you can do all that?
All right, so remember, we're talking about the new Cinetic technology from Dyson. This is the U.S. launch right here on QVC. We've got the vacuum in both the upright and the canister version is what we're talking about next. But the attachments are included here. What are we going to show?
So, let me take the cleaner head to show you the differences here, because you definitely get the cleaner head. That's kind of the main cleaner head that comes with the vacuum, which is this one right here.
Okay.
But you are getting a second cleaner head that we call the muscle head. So the muscle head is this one. Now I've taken the cleaner head off, which you can take the cleaner head off for any reason, and the biggest reason is to, of course, put on the tools. So I want you to take a look at the muscle head when I turn this on, because you're going to see how it lifts from the carpet right here onto the side. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn the vacuum on, and then here you'll see the change. Ready? Here we go.
There we are.
I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
Let me turn that off again. Let me show you one more time.
Okay.
So you can see here. So do you see how that moved? You see how that moved down?
Yes.
So that way you're staying close to the floor. So this is great for kind of your Berber carpets, or if you want to clean the carpets, but you need something that's actually going to kind of come down for you.
Yeah.
This cleaner head, it's a muscle head, will actually muscle its way and go down for you.
How many of you are thinking about your Royal Palace rugs? I mean, that's exactly what you're going to appreciate this for. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
that's great.
Fantastic.
All right.
And so let's talk about the wand too, because the wand also changes. So you can make the wand longer or shorter. So this is for high and low reach cleaning, as well as kind of your preference. So when you're vacuuming, you can adjust it to your height at home.
Nice.
You can take the whole handle and wand right off and snap on every tool and attachment to the handle as well. So whether it's the end of the wand or the end of the hose, everything will work. So this is that tangle-free turbine tool. Again, doesn't tangle with hair. We're going to show you pet hair as well as long strands of hair. So you can see just how this tool acts. It's really great for the bathroom. If you want to take this into the bathroom, you can.
Right, and I want you to think about what you're vacuuming with now, and how many of you know that, oh yeah, those long strands of hair would be wrapped around a roller, and then I'd have to go in and kind of pull those out. Look at that. I have to tell you, that's great.
It balls the hair up, and sometimes you're lucky enough to actually catch one of these. It balls the hair up, so it actually pulls it into the machine, because the bristles here will counter-rotate. So see how they counter-rotate there?
Yeah.
So that way the bristles stay clean themselves.
And that's the tangle-free turbine attachment that comes along with your Dyson Cinetic Big Ball vacuum. So here's what's going on, everybody. We're introducing brand new technology from Dyson today on QVC. Really exciting to be able to do that. And I know this is not a small purchase. I know this is not an impulse decision. When you think about it, you want your vacuum to do the job. I want it to get my carpets clean. I want it to get my floor surfaces clean. I want it to get my upholstery clean. I want it to get all of the dirt and debris up from all of those surfaces. The things I can see, and the little fine ones. You want it to do the job to clean. And that's the reason that people, when they're shopping for a vacuum, and I'll tell you, I'll say this again, sometimes it's worth paying top dollar. When we talk about the Dyson quality, we talk about the Dyson technology. This Cinetic technology is 22 years in the making. And the very same way that Dyson innovated when it was sort of like, oh, really? Really? I can vacuum and not have to change the bag, and I can still have a vacuum that does the job. Now, when you think about, in order to maintain that level of performance, my filter was the problem, as you heard Susie explaining. Dyson decided, let's address that situation as well, and that's what the new technology is all about. So here's what we're talking about. We're talking about the canister, and this is great if you have, I would say, if you have lots of floor surfaces along with your carpeted surfaces. If you want to be able to maneuver and not have the entire weight of the vacuum, that just stays put, and the wand is really how you can maneuver. And then remember, you're getting all of those attachments included. The best news of all is the value that we have. Yes, you can get a Dyson and you can get the latest technology and you can pay for it in 6 monthly installments when you use your credit card. So the 32751, that's the item number, and we'll be happy to place your order so your Dyson will be on its way to you. All right, now, while it wasn't intended for commercial use, we actually decided to take the Dyson vacuum to local businesses. And we said, here, take it, use it in your business, and put it through its paces. Here's what they had to say.
And we were using it over on top of our standard vacuum that we're already using. And even with a full canister, it was still so strong.
It picked up dirt I didn't even know that was there.
Some of my carpet looked like it had just been shampooed. It was able to get through 2 layers of carpeting in our vestibule down to the tile.
The suction was excellent, much better than the previous vacuum that we have.
You look at the carpeting and it's a huge difference. It almost looks new.
And our housekeeping and our housemen did use the upright model on those carpets and noticed how well it picked everything up and how new it made the carpets look.
It's wonderful for pet hair.
The main thing that they enjoyed was the long cord, which helped in the larger rooms, and just the sheer power of the vacuum.
Okay, so they talked about carpet looking like new. They talked about having
the
pets.
Sheer power.
They talked about the power. Yeah. So if somebody came to your house with a camera and said, "Tell me about your vacuum," would you be raving about it, or would you be like, "Well, you know, yeah, it gets by, and that's about it." If you're not able to really say, my vacuum does the job, that's the reason people want a Dyson. And I love that you have a demonstration because when we talk about, the fact that for a lot of people, Dyson changed what we thought about when it came to bags for the vacuum. Like, oh, really? I can vacuum and not have to change a bag? Genius. Now, when you think about what it means for the filter, this is the next level of technology.
Well, that's exactly it. I mean, when James Dyson created cyclonic technology, it was to remove the bag. He was frustrated with his bag vacuum, and cyclonic technology was the answer to that. Now we're kind of facing this issue going, well, what about the filter? So let's come down here.
Okay.
Because this is the problem again. Whether it's a bag or a filter, they do get clogged with dirt.
Sure.
And what happens is you're going to have to either replace this, buy another one, or if it's a filter, you may have to wash it out. So there's maintenance involved if you want to maintain the suction power. So knowing that this was the problem, it's the next step in our Dyson evolution. How do we solve that? So here, on the end of our cyclones, we've added kinetic tips. These are very fine tips here that will vibrate at very high speeds back and forth, kind of like sifting out all of the microscopic dirt. It's actually been tested to separate microscopic dirt to up to 0.5 microns, so very tiny specks of dirt that we're picking up without the use or help of any filters. In fact, these kind of act as the filters themselves. So what we have here is just, again, to break it down and make it a little bit easier. Because even you have the kinetic tips in your hands.
This is the tip.
That's what they look
because
like.
what we've shown you, basically they sliced open the vacuum so that you could see what was inside. But this is what that tip looks like, and so it's flexible.
Yeah, so it's completely flexible, and it vibrates at high speeds again, back and forth.
Okay.
And let's show you what that means.
What does that mean?
So we have a flour sifter, and we have flour. So imagine again, just picking as you're vacuuming your filter or your bag. Yeah, there's some dirt going through, it's going into the bin. But over time, what happens is that your vacuum is going to get clogged. Where the bag or filter is, it's going to get clogged, like I showed you earlier.
Right.
So how do we solve this problem? The kinetic tips vibrating back and forth do this. Let me stand behind this so you can see.
Okay.
They do this. They vibrate. So just like a flour sifter, as I tap on the side, the kinetic tips vibrate.
Wow.
So that way all of the fine dirt and dust continues down to the bottom of the bin without collecting in anything. Not collecting in a filter, not collecting in a bag. That's this new technology. Again, 22 years in the making, which makes sense because it took James Dyson 15 years to come up with cyclonic technology, and that was a big thing. This is the next big thing.
Right.
It's removing the filter completely, giving you maintenance-free vacuum, but still maintaining the suction power.
Right. And often we don't, when you think about it and you think, oh, all the extra steps that I have to do in order to keep my vacuum working at maximum, efficiency, that's why this is a huge, huge deal. All right. So just as a reminder, this is the launch. This is the U.S. launch of this technology, the kinetic technology from Dyson on QVC. And I'll just pop over really quickly just to remind everybody. Now, we did present a little earlier the upright version. If you're an upright vacuum person, we've got you covered. The technology is available in an upright. You let us know. It's on 6 easy payments. But if what you want is the canister, we also have that available for you. It comes with all of those attachments. You saw Susie remove what simulated pet hair. You saw all of the dirt and dust on the carpet. You're getting all of your attachments, and you're getting it for $549.96. Now, when you take a look at what the manufacturer's suggested retail price is, that would be $682.98. So our price is far less than that, and we've divided it in 6, and that's how it's going to be billed to your credit card. So now is the time. This is your opportunity really to take advantage of that latest technology from Dyson. All right, so what are we going to do next?
So we're going to talk about technology, because I think, again, in order to understand what we've solved, you have to see the problem, right?
Okay.
So in a traditional vacuum, whether it's an upright or a canister, the problem is, whether it's bagged or filters, is that they're going to get clogged with dirt, right? And you have to do one of two things: either replace the bag, replace the filter, or wash that filter. If you don't do that, your performance goes down. But it'll never be the same performance as it was probably the first day out of the box, right? Because there's something on it. So we thought, okay, how can we solve this problem? As that dirt and dust starts to compound, and you have to have all this maintenance involved to keep that suction power high, what can we do? So we thought, what if we remove the filter completely, added these kinetic rubber tips at the end that vibrate very fast, so that each of those little red pieces that you see, each of those are actually working as mini filters. So that way you don't need the filter. And we did a lot of testing with this. And in one of the tests, we actually took 10 years, what would be the equivalent of 10 years worth of dust, which is even amazing to even think about. And we took all that dust, and we found that this machine did not lose suction power after we filled up the bin hundreds of times with that equivalent of 10 years worth of dust. So again, Dyson Cinetic vacuum didn't lose suction in that test. That's a big deal.
Absolutely. Let's do this. I want to say hello to Patricia, who's with us this afternoon. Patricia, welcome. You're on the air. It's Leah. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Terrific. Well, please meet Susie.
Yep.
She's our expert from Dyson.
Hey.
Hi, I love you people.
Aw, thank you. We love you.
Oh, so tell us about.
I want to tell you about me.
Yes.
I'm 88 years old
Bless
and
you.
legally blind, and I have the upright. And let me tell you, I don't know what I would do without it, because when my children come to visit, they're very skeptical. They're looking here, looking there, and looking all over the place. But with my Dyson, don't have to worry. It's all cleaned up.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yes.
Easy to use too, Patricia, do you find?
Oh, it's much easier to use than the old, well, I won't mention names, but the other sweepers I've had in my lifetime.
Yeah.
And starting from the flat ones to the tall ones to the skinny ones and so on, you know.
Wow.
So But I'll tell you, I've been a QVC shopper since the early 90s.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well,
And it's so nice to have you because I can't go to malls because I have problem walking and also my eyesight. So when you come on the screen, I run you.
Oh, well, we certainly,
nice to hear.
we're pleased to be able to be here for you, and I'm thrilled that you've been happy with your Dyson vacuum too, and as you said, even your kids who were a little skeptical realized it does do the job.
It does do the job, that's right.
That's fantastic.
And I am so pleased with you. See, I could kiss you all.
Oh, well,
kisses back.
We're thrilled that we can that you spend some time shopping with us, and it was a pleasure to talk to you today. Enjoy your day.
All right, I thank you very much for listening to me.
Bye-bye, Patricia.
Bye-bye.
All right. So Patricia talked about how much she loves her vacuum. She said even my kids were skeptical, and even they have been convinced with the performance of a Dyson. So what are we going to see next?
So now we're going to talk about that testing I talked a little bit about earlier, where we tested this to separate the microscopic dirt to 0.5 microns. What does that even mean? So if you look inside, we're starting with a brand new bin.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you the after here in a moment. Well, after I clean up this carpet here, that, quite frankly, looks clean.
Looks clean to me.
It definitely does. It definitely does. But you're going to see the power that this new technology has with regards to actually picking up the microscopic dirt without needing the help of anything extra. So, no filters to have to maintain with this machine. I'm going to roll them up so that way you get a closer look inside this bin. This one might be a little bit tougher to see on camera. I'm going to try to I'm going to remove this for a second, actually, so you can see this. So if you see on the side there, that's that very fine dirt
that you
typically don't know is there.
You were sharing that this is certified asthma and allergy friendly.
Well, it is, and I think that's a big thing to say, especially when you think about, well, she said there's no filter, so is this still certified asthma and allergy friendly, right?
Yeah.
It is. It is certified asthma and allergy friendly by the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America without the help or use of any filters or bags that you need to maintain. And that is huge.
I have to tell you, I mean, and again, when you think about it, about what you want your vacuum to do, there is a reason that people choose Dyson because of the performance. And so now it all started with the solution to a problem. We need to vacuum. That's how we keep our houses clean. We want our vacuum to be powerful, and we want our vacuum to continue to be powerful as we continue to vacuum. And so exactly what they said in terms of let's figure out the problem and come up with a solution when it came to your bags and the power and suction. Now when it comes to the filter, that's the latest technology. So what are we going to clean here?
So it's more technology. Remember earlier I said this brush bar has now been designed to actually dust the floor as well as vacuum. So here we have flour on black acrylic, so that way you can see the difference in what that means. When you're using this on your bare floor, the brush bar stays on. The brush bar stays on because now you're able to actually dust your floor as well as vacuum with one machine that doesn't need any filter or any maintenance.
Yeah.
And you go right to each bare floor. Same thing, we're dusting here. These are footprints next to regular dust.
Okay.
So you can see we're definitely going to pick up all of this dust, but then come in close to see the footprints here.
Okay.
We're actually dusting up all of the footprints on top of the dirt that we have already vacuumed.
Now I'd ask you, can your vacuum do that? Wow, that's great.
I mean, this technology is incredible. To be able to keep the brush bar on and pick up sand as it's not kicking anything out or leaving anything behind or anything back. You clean all of that. And you're dusting your floor as well. So you're getting the benefit of both without having, again, to maintain anything while still keeping that suction power high.
And that's really it. The bottom line is that you continue to get the performance that you choose a Dyson for, even as you are continuing to vacuum. And I think that is what's really exciting. So let me just remind you, there are two models. You can choose either the upright or the canister that we just presented for you. The item number for the canister is V32751. This is the Dyson Cinetic Big Ball Animal Canister Vacuum. It comes with the attachments. The manufacturer's suggested retail price for everything we're including is $682.98. Your price is $549 and change, and you get to pay for it in 6 monthly installments, and the shipping and handling is free. And remember, there's nowhere else that this is available in the U.S. What we have for you this afternoon on QVC is the U.S. launch of the Cinetic technology, and it is exclusive to QVC. The only place that it is available right now is right here with us. So we just talked about the upright version of this newest technology, but we also have this vacuum in the canister version. So let me quickly show you, because it's interesting. People usually are in one camp or another, and we're going to talk a little bit about who prefers which one. Whatever choice you're making, you really are getting Dyson performance and premium performance and 6 easy payments. So we have the Dyson Cinetic Big Ball Animal Canister Vacuum, and this will come with attachments as well. And so the attachments that are included, you're getting the stair tool, you're getting the combo brush, you're getting that tangle-free turbine. If you have pets, yes, you're shopping for the animal. This is an animal. You're getting the Flexi Crevice tool, you're getting the multi-angle tool, and you're also getting the muscle head tool. And we're going to talk about that coming up in just a bit for you as well. 6 easy payments, and I can't stress this enough, because this is why people shop with QVC, because we have an opportunity for you to budget your purchase. And so as you're starting the new year, you put away all the things for the holidays, and maybe you're realizing, oh yeah, my vacuum really didn't do the trick. The pine needles are still there. It's time for a new one. Here's what we've done. When you take a look at what we're going to put on the screen in terms of the value, this vacuum, the canister version on its own, is $549.99 manufacturer's suggested retail price. You add in all of the attachments that we're including, and you'd be looking at $682.98. Our price at QVC is $549.96, and you get to pay for it in 6 monthly installments. And remember, shipping and handling, by the way, the shipping and handling for this would be $20.72. You don't worry about that either. Shipping and handling is free. So let's kind of go back to the beginning and talk about what the new kinetic science is in terms of our Dyson vacuum in the canister version.
Well, yeah, we have to start over, kind of, right? Because it's kind of like we've heard of patented root cyclone technology, radio root cyclone technology from Dyson, but this is the first time you're hearing of Dyson Cinetic technology. So what does that mean? To understand what that means is you have to understand the problem.